To proceed, we move on to the second item of the agenda, that is the introduction of participants. To begin with, my humble self, I'm Alhaji Estavo, the chairperson of the committee. Honorable members, you may proceed. The director, we are not so aware that at any point in time you may intervene. Yeah, if it's so, then that means you should also undergo the affirmation. Yeah, I think we do that once and for all. So that. Okay, yeah. Let's. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much for the administration of oath or affirmation. We may proceed with the fourth item of the agenda, that is presentation of the activity reports and financial statements of Kuntaur Area Council. If I may ask, Kuntaur Area Council, we are expecting from 2019 to 2021 financial statements and activity reports. Would like to know which reports are ready for presentation and the ones that are pending. The chairperson or whoever you may delegate to can brief us with the development of the council.
Good afternoon, honorable members and subject matter specialists and all other present. 2019 activity report to 2020, and 2021 is pending.
You have your 2019 and 2020 activity report. Can you use the mic?
Thank you very much. I'm going to present 2019 activity report and 2019-2020 audited account.
That is to say, your 2020, what you have for activity reports is 2019. Huh? Pardon? For activity report. Okay. And then financial statement. That one also 2019 and 20. The audited financial statement. 2019 and 2020. We begin with the financial statements for both 19 and 20. Then when we are done with that, we can have the activity report also to be presented. The chairperson. You, the chairperson, then you will introduce, but you may delegate it to your CEO.
Thank you very much.
Is it, have we pressed? Okay, it's there. It's on.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, and the subject specialist and all the honorable present. I will start with the financial statement of Kuntaur Area Council, but we will delegate my Director of Finance to go into details. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman. On behalf of Chairman, I'm printing the financial statement for Kuntaur Area Council. Thank you. I'll begin with revenue and expenditure statement for the year ended for the 31st December 2019.
Can you guide us which page?
Page 11.
Honorable members, you have your copies. Page 11. You may proceed.
Thank you. Okay, we will start with grant. 500,000. Note 1 will tell us the specific grant. We have trade license, $1,200,240. The note 2 will give us the summary of the trade, the license on the trade license. We have taxes. That's 32,108. The note 3 will give us the summary of that taxes. The rates, we have $2,139,536. Note 4 will give us the summary. Rent and fees, that is $6,597,532. Note 5 will give us the summary. Other incomes, 130,650. Note 6 will give us the summary of that. GSM companies, $640,000. Note 7 will give us the summary. The total income for 2019 was $11,240,066. So, Chairman, with your permission, I'm moving to expenditure. Expenditure we have under political office, Chairman's office, $1,492,686.69. Note 8 will give us the summary. Administrative department, $1,896,750.60. Note 9 will give us the summary. Finance department, $2,100,635.08. Note 10 will give us the summary. Market unit, $797,910. Note 11 will give us the summary. Security unit, $72,664. Note 12 will give us the summary. Procurement unit, $115,840. Note 12 will give us the summary. Procurement unit, internal audit unit, $108,924. Notes 14 will give us the summary. Health and environment unit, $682,502. Note 15 will give us the summary. Plan and development department, $459,660. Note 16 will give us the summary. Capital and development, $3,017,519.60. Note 17 will give us the summary. The total expenditure was $10,646,092.97. The income over expenditure, that means the income is more than the expenditure by 593,973.03. That's the percentage. Thank you very much. $969 taxes and rates, 1,431,153.45. Rents and fees, 2,938,170.94. Thank you very much. We start with grants. It's $2,969. Trade license, 1,431,153.45. Taxes and rates, 2,938,170.94. Rents and fees, 8,973,882.49. GSM operations, 640,000. The total income for 2020 was 16,297,175.88. We move to expenditure. Chairman office, 1,218,800. Administration, $866,861. Finance department, $860,143. Market unit, $888,586. Health and sanitation, $398,574. Plan and development, $490,352. Security unit, $81,996. Procurement unit, $101,652. Internal audit, $88,032. Total recurrent, $4,492,996. Food and services, $4,460,548.69. Development, $3,495,993. The total capital and development was $8,056,541.69. The total expenditure was $12,551,537.69. Income over expenditure, $3,745,638.19. Thank you. That's the end of presentation for financial statement for 2020. For 2020 rather. 2020.
We move to national audit. To begin with 2019 or national audit.
Sorry, Chairman, before we go further, the notes for 2020 are on 32, page 32, starting from page 32.
Yes.
For your reference, thank you.
Yes, no.
Can I start? Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. I refer you to page 7. Auditor General's report on the financial statement of the Kuntaur Area Council for the year ended 31st December 2019. Opinion is disclaimer of opinion. We have audited the financial statement of Kuntaur Area Council for the year ended 31st December 2019. This financial statement comprised of revenue and expenditure statement and balance sheet for the year then ended and other explanatory notes information. Because of the significance of the matters described in the basis for disclaimer of opinion paragraph, we have not been able to obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence to provide a basis for an audit opinion. Accordingly, we do not express an opinion on the financial statement. Basis for disclaimer of opinion. We conducted the audit in accordance with the international standard for supreme audit institutions. Our responsibility under these standards are further described in the auditor's responsibility for the audit of the financial statement sections of the report. The basis for the opinion, I refer you to number 1. These are the reasons why we are not able to express an opinion. 1, on confirmed account balances. The account balances of the revenue and expenditure statement and balance sheet for the year under review were not confirmed. This was as a result of non-maintenance of ledgers for individual accounts and the improper maintenance of the cash book. Without proper cash book and ledgers, we could not determine the correctness of the figures on the revenue and expenditure statement and the balance sheet. We could not also confirm if the figures were classified in their respective account heads and the transactions have taken place and related to the council's activities. 2, on page 8, lack of accounting policies. The council did not disclose the accounting policies adopted for the treatment and recognition of revenue, expenditure, assets, receivables, and liability. In the absence of the accounting policies, we were unable to establish how the financial statement figures were treated and recognized. It will also make it difficult for financial statement users to make informed economic decisions on the financial statement of the council. 3, lack of comparative figures. The financial statement were without comparative figures and no disclosure was provided as to why there were no comparative figures. In the absence of these, it will be difficult to confirm the correctness of brought forward balances such as the surplus brought forward. It will also be difficult to confirm if the consistency concept apply in preparing the financial statement. Financial statement users will find it difficult to assess council's financial performance and state of affairs between the current and previous financial statement. 4, no trial balance. There was no trial balance for the year as required by the Finance and Accounting Manual for local government authorities. Without the trial balance, the accuracy of the ledger balances and financial statement could not be determined. Key audit matters. Honorable Chair, this doesn't form part of the opinion, but these are just important issues that are relevant to bring it to the attention of the users. Key audit matters are those matters that in our professional judgment were of most significance in our audits of the financial statement of the current period. This matter was addressed in the context of our audit of the financial statement as a whole and in forming an opinion thereon, and we do not provide a separate opinion on this matter. See the key audit matters below. Presenting of records. There was significant delay in providing records for the audit. Some of the records were provided after the draft management letter was issued. Council should note that non-providing of documents will be used as basis in issuing opinion of the financial statement. These have caused significant delay in completing the audit exercise and in issuing opinion. That's the auditor's opinion for 2019. I refer you to page 26 for 2020 audit report. Page 26. If you go up to page, I think up to page 24, that will be the end. Then you start the order report. Auditor General's report on the financial statement of the Kuntaur Area Council for the year ended 31st December 2020. Opinion, disclaimer of opinion. We've audited the financial statement of Kuntaur Area Council for the year ended 31st December 2020. This financial statement comprised of revenue and expenditure statement and balance sheet for the year then ended and other explanatory notes. Because of the significance of the matters described in the basis for disclaimer of opinion paragraph, we have not been able to obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence to provide a basis for an audit opinion. Accordingly, we do not express an opinion on the financial statement. Basis for disclaimer of opinion. We conducted our audit in accordance with the international standard of supreme audit institutions. Our responsibility under these standards are further described in the auditors responsible for the audit of the financial statement section of the report. The reasons for the basis for the opinions are outlined below. 1. Incomplete financial statement. The Council did not prepare and present its balance sheet for the year as required by the Financial and Accounting Manual for Local Government Authorities. In the absence of complete financial statement users will find it difficult to make informed economic decisions on the state of affairs of the Council. 2. Unconfirmed account balances. The account balances of the revenue and expenditure statement for the year under review were not confirmed. This was as a result of non-maintenance of ledgers for individual accounts and the improper maintenance of the main cash book. The face of the statement did not include note numbering for references. Without proper cash book and ledgers, we could not determine the correctness of the figures on the revenue and expenditure statement and the balance sheet. We could not also confirm if the figures were classified in their respective account heads and that transactions have taken place and relate to the Council's activities. 3. Lack of financial reporting framework and accounting policies. The Council did not disclose the financial reporting framework adopted for the preparation and presentation of the financial statement. There were no accounting policies for the treatment and recognition of revenue, expenditure, assets, receivable, and liabilities. In the absence of the financial reporting framework, it will be difficult to determine in the basis used for the preparation and presentation of the financial statement. The lack of accounting policy will also make it difficult to establish how the financial statement figures were treated and recognized. It will also be difficult for financial statement users to make informed economic decisions on the financial statement of the Council. 4. Lack of comparative figures is the same as the 2019. Non-trial balance is the same as the 2019. The key audit matters also is the difficulty in getting the accounting records from the Council. Honorable Chair, so far this is the audit opinion for 2019 and 2020. Maybe I can quickly just go to the executive summary, not the detail, just the executive summary on page 37. Page 37, I will just go to the executive summary. It should be on page, it should be on page 43, sorry. It's just on page 43. Honorable Chair, with your permission, the 2.1, the suspected fraud, that one I would like to read because hence it's suspected fraud. I would not just like to, I would just like to read the whole detailed one for that one, and then the rest I can just, but that will be on page 46. Suspected fraud receipt books findings. We noted that bunch of receipt books bearing the letterhead of a regular vendor, in bracket Jarrell Company, were found at the office that used to house the former CEO and used as supporting documents for several doubtful payments. The reason for keeping the receipt books at council was not provided by the current management, and the former CEO could not be reached for his comment. Council's internal audit report covering the scope September 2019 and October 2020 reported the issue, but we found no evidence of a management response and or action by the charged with the governance, general counsel, by those charged with governance, that's the general counsel. That is just the suspected, as auditors is just suspected at our level. 2.2, we can go back to page 43 now for the executive summary. 2.2, doubtful payments. We noted that some payments were without evidence of activity or adequate supporting documents to authenticate the payment. 2.3, evaluating the financial reporting framework. We evaluate the reporting framework and noted the following. The 2020 financial statement was incomplete. There was no balance sheet. Number 2, the council did not provide trial balance. I think these were captured in the basis for opinion. 2.4, expenditure. Some payment vouchers were not provided for audit inspection. And then 2.5, procurement. Contracts at the value of 1,102,275,000 were awarded without following the required regulation of GPPA. 2.6, payroll. The council did not provide the contract document for retired market collectors and health laborers who the council claimed were on contract. Second point, we noted underpayment of transport allowance to some staff at the rate of 500 in contract with 1,000 in contrast of 1,500 as per the government policy. 3, we noted that revenue collectors of the council were appointed on different grades of pay. Market collectors were on grade 1 and others on grade 4, which is in contrast to the scheme of service for local government, which states that revenue collectors should be on grade 2. Point 4, staff personnel files were not properly maintained. Key documents such as appointment letters, birth certificate, professional or academic certificates were missing. 2.7, fixed assets. The fixed asset register was not up to date. The date of the acquisition has not been stated. The serial number were not accurate. The description of the assets were missing, and the location of some of them were changed without any update in the register. We noted that a white Toyota pickup and 4 tractors were without any number plates. 2.8, receivables and that's debtors. The council did not maintain debtors control account and individual ledger account of listing. Liabilities and creditors. The council did not maintain creditors control account or individual ledger account for short and long term liability. Fuel administration on page 45. The council allocated fuel of 500 and 200 liters to the CEO and chairman and director of finance and planning, respectively, without evidence of authority. The council issued fuel to non-council vehicles. No reasonable basis was given. We noted over issuing of fuel to the chairman and the CEO and the director of finance. The council did not provide its fuel register for the period January 2019 to January 2020 for inspection. Governance 2.11. We noted very little indication of council oversight over management due to lack of meetings. There were no minutes of meetings on file for the year 2019 for the council and the 3 committees. There was an average of 1 minute per committee for the year 2020. The chairperson of the committees revealed poor coordination and delegation of responsibilities as most meetings cancelled due to lack of quorum or authority. 2, we noted that the internal audit department was manned with 1 staff, and we also noted that the council did not respond and implement internal audit reports. 3, the council did not establish department for service as required by the Local Government Act 2002. We were informed that the functions of the service department was claimed to be delegated to other line departments without evidence. 2.12, internal control. The following key documents to serve as internal control for the council were not in place as detailed below. No risk management policy, no disaster recovery policy, lack of training policy, no budget submitted for 2020. Honorable Chair, this is the executive summary for the 2019-2020 management letter. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The national audit. The GPA, they are not around. Committee, okay. Then we'll proceed with the activity report for 2019 and 2020. You may give us the summary of the activity report. Excuse me, we are looking into the box for the 2020. Have you submitted the 2020? It's inside. It's
inside.
Yeah, it's the heading that is baffling us.
Yeah.
It's only
Inside.
2020.
Activity report for 2020. Inside.
But your cover page indicates only 2019. Hmm? 20?
Pages are not numbered.
Okay. The page is not numbered.
Yes.
Okay, just go inside. You'll see there.
Like this.
Yeah, I can see. Next, I think the cover page is indicated 19 and 20. Chairperson, may you take us through?
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. As we did for 2019, I will just allow the Director of Finance just to go into details.
For the activity report?
Yeah.
The CEO.
Okay, see you over there.
Thank you, everyone. On behalf of the management of Kuntaur Agriculture, I take you through the activity report for January, 1st January to 30th December 2019 and 1st January to 30th December 2020. For the activity report for January 1st, 2019 to 31st December 2019, we start with the introduction. First of all, we want to introduce the biodata of Kuntaur Area Council. Kuntaur Area Council or local government authority is situated in the Central River region north with a mass area of 1.4 square meter. The local authority has overall population of 99,108 inhabitants according to 2013 census. You have 47,233 male and 51,875 female. The population is the highest population, the productive population between the age of 15 to 39, being the highest when it comes to population. So there exists about 5,526 compounds within the 7,104 households, an average household of size 11 persons per household. So you have about 5 divisions and 10 wards. Before we go down to the activities implemented in 2019. In 2019, in Kowun Wharf Town, Kuntaur Area Council with Gunworks implemented a multi-purpose center. The project under the Rural Infrastructure Development and executed by Gunworks with counterpart contribution of 8% paid by the council implemented a project of a multi-purpose center where we have a sub-treasury included and resident for revenue mobilization or revenue generation. The project finished, when the project finished, or is already finished, will serve as a revenue generation for council. That's why it was deemed important for council to at least do it most best to make sure that that project is implemented. In the 10 wards within the Kuntaur area council, canteens were also 10 canteens were also constructed in Lamin Koto by the riverside through counterpart contribution within the same project under Gunworks. The canteens also will serve as a revenue generation for council. We also provided 5 boreholes, that's a hand pump, in some districts. In our strategic development plan priority 1, given the population, Kuntaur local government area has a lot of challenges as far as water is concerned. One of its critical issue where almost every village needed adequate drinking water. Council with its low revenue base cannot provide for all. As a result, we strategize and provide water to the most needed communities. So we were able to provide 2 hand pumps. 5 hand pumps. We also did road rehabilitation, Batindar crossing point. It is also established that communication is very vital because we have a lot of lumos, and most of the lumos are being used by horse carts. So having a better roads, these lumos serve also as a revenue generation for council. So council also did everything possible to make sure that they have smooth roads to facilitate the movement of business people and within this for Aten Luma. So at the crossing point, serve as a very important point for Batindar and others and the surrounding. It links to Nyamina Jaring within the south and the north. It links them where there is a big lumo between Bati and Jaring. So the crossing point also, we implemented a project under the road, as a road rehabilitation, which council spend money to make sure that this project is implemented. About 50 strips of sands were provided to make sure that they are used to backfill all the holes to make it very smooth. We also implemented a project with Gunworks, and this is a car park in Wasu. The council has committed a counterpart payment of 571,000 to the Rural Infrastructural Development Project to construct a new car park in Wasu Town at a tune of 5.5 million. Only to be executed by Gunworks. The project is now completed and inaugurated. We also drill a borehole in the Ndrame village in Nyanija district through the government subvention, the council, and this fund was also used to drill a borehole in Ndrame, which has a population of over 380 people. So as part of our mandate as a council. If you look at our health, as we said earlier on, the number 1 pillar in the Kuntaur strategic development plan is the provision of water, because we have over 333 villages and less than 100 villages are without potable drinking water. So that subvention was used to drill a borehole for Ndrame. We also, in the strategy plan also, health, access to health is a challenge in Sierra North. So we also do a quota to support health. In Sare Malo, a health post was also supported in Sare Malo. Sare Malo also is within CRR and the Nyani. We also supported the health post. Addressing the health and safety needs of our community is a key priority for point 3 in our strategic development plan for council. Although many health posts within the LGA are community and self-help projects, and Sare Malo village is one of them. It has a catchment area of 6 villages who uses the health facility for medical routine checkup. The American Embassy funded was not completed, and Kuntaur Area Council provided the roofing, the doors, windows, and furniture. Okay, this was also the village is approximately 15 kilometers. So this was also another project we implemented in partnership with American Embassy. What projects? During the year, council has resolved in one of its general mission that each councillor should come up with 2 projects from their work project for council to implement. Emphasis was made for such projects must be taken strategic through the strategic development plan of the council. Projects submitted to the council through the development committee consists of the following: well digging and rehabilitation, seed store rehabilitation, construction of iris crossing, road rehabilitation, and health post rehabilitation. These are the list below. These are the list of project and location. You have Medina Damjai, Panchang well rehabilitation. Kataba Omar, Kuntaur well rehabilitation. Medina Damjai, that's yes. That Medina Damane, Panchang well rehabilitation. Sami Shua Kunda, Pachunke, construction of iris crossing. Kaur and Kermaila, Kaur Ward, that's road rehabilitation. Shinchu Dura, Kuntaur well rehabilitation. National AIDS Regional Office, LGA sensitization of AIDS and the like. Dobo Village, Bani, road rehabilitation. Kermaka, Panchang, road rehabilitation. Kaur Wharf Town, Kaur Ward, road rehabilitation. Balangar Kenderi, that's Balangar Ward, road rehabilitation. Njao Shikunda, Njao Ward, road rehabilitation. Bantanto Ker Sumaila, Njao, Ketsulei, Njao, road rehabilitation. Nyanga Bantang Village, Nyanga Bantang, road rehabilitation. Jimbala Village, Kaur Ward, road rehabilitation. Medina Lamin Kante, Kuntaur Ward, road rehabilitation. Demba Kale and Tabanani, Karantaba Ward, road rehabilitation. Pochinke and Sami Medina, Pochinke Ward, road rehabilitation. Mbulbu Village, Kuntaur Ward, road well rehabilitation. And Sare Alpha, Nyanija, road rehabilitation. Health post ambulances. Most of the clinics in the Nyani community health support project, and Kuntaur, under Kuntaur also under our strategic development plan we have support to health services. Kuntaur also support ambulances in terms of fueling. Council resolved in one of the meetings that council would contribute in providing monthly fuel to community ambulances within the region. The following community health posts benefited: Sami Medina, Kunting Sukuta, Nyanija, and Tuba Kuta. We also had participated in the formation of decentralization structures. This includes the training of VDC, that's the village development committees and ward development committees, for them to have at least to be able to contribute effectively to the development of the ward and committees, and to also work in hand and glove with council. Kuntaur Area Council contributed a significant amount towards assessment training of village development committees and ward development committees, especially in Bani and Nyanga Bantan ward, for better management of UNCDF projects. The training had enabled them to effectively manage the project with little subvention, and this was also a contribution. We also do contribution to gun works. Council made final payment of her counterpart contribution of projects. It's almost a repetition because it has been featured into the projects that we have implemented with GAMWORKS. A youth empowerment. During the year, Council has funded many youth programs within the LGA through the respective of youth chairman, because we have a councillor who is representing the youth. All youth activities and requests are channeled to him, endorse, sign, and then discourse, and then being So this is also a part that council also do contribute. Training of staff. Training, ongoing training on the job is very, very important, because issues evolve, and we cannot also be with the old system. So it's a necessity for council to be able to train staff to be at par with systems. So during this period, council has sponsored 2 staff in the procurement and fiscal planning technician to a certificate level. This also is part of public finance reform, and the council also paid their school fees and their training allowance. Disaster reform or relief funds. During the year, council received funding from UNDP cash amounting to 100,000. UNDP. UDP. Okay. At a cash amounting to 100,000 for victims disaster within the LGA, and this fund was equally distributed among the victims. This was also a project funded by this party, and council executed as it was stated by the party. So this was the activity of the council in 2019. Honorable Chair, thank you. Thank you once again. I take you through the activity report for 2020 for Kuntaur Area Council. We start with community empowerment. The council is the council responsibility to empower communities. The community of Sali Kenya requested through the BDC to repair maintenance of the village pump. That's the hand pump. That's still maintenance of hand pump. Again, the Sarah Malo help us was supported again with as we said, it's a cluster of 6 villages. Nyani Dobo help us also. The Nyani Dobo help us also was under construction and couldn't finish, and council completed the construction and the roofing. Dingrai village also, the council repaired their borehole. They had a borehole, the borehole was not in function, so council also supported into repair the borehole. In Nyani Sunkuta help us also, the same thing. Council spent 200,000 through the BDC to operationalize the council, so the facility, to make sure that the facility is completed and to be put into use. Bantonto village, council supported the rehabilitation of a borehole which was at a major breakdown, so we did that. The council also constructed or let's say rehabilitated a road in Arafat in Balangar ward. Leba Samba Job, council also rehabilitated a seed store. In Bayan village, council supported in the maintenance and repair of a hand pump. Okay, Bayaba, okay, hand pump, okay. Borehole drill. Council drilled 3 borehole, one in Kersambwe village, that is in Kuntaur ward. The borehole was drilled and system, everything with a system fully funded by the council. The council also drilled a borehole in the Amdalai village, fully funded by the council with a system and a pumping machine with solarized. We also drill a borehole in the, is it Madi? No, it's Amdala. I think there is a mistake here. Yeah, okay, Madilai, village. Okay. So it's Amdalai and Madiana and Kirsambol. These three villages are council drill a borehole, fully funded by the council, and the borehole are in. It's a typical mistake. Yeah, Madiana, exactly. It's Amdalai. Kermaka. It's a mistake. It should be Kermaka, yeah. It's Amdalai, Kirsamboy, and Kirmaka. Yeah. Yeah, Kirmaka. BB should be Kirmaka. Kirmaka. Kerrrmakka. Yeah. So, we also supported Jahali to repair their hand pump. Jahali. Yeah, Jamali. About the last one. And Kir Ali Jele also, we repaired their hand pump. Support to education. During the year, council supported the following school within the LGA as our contribution. Because if you look at our strategy development plan 2, supporting or contributing to access to learning also is part of the strategy development plan. Karantaba lower basic was supported, Medina lower basic was supported, and Joe lower basic was also supported. Also arts and culture. We have a very historic place where tourists visit all the time, and Kuntaur also thought it fitting to develop the center, that's the Stone Circle Center, to make sure that both the community and council gain. So also council started initiating what is called cultural festival, Stone Circle Festival. So this also was construction of canteens. Council constructed 5 canteens at Balangar Lower Salem. This is in line with the strategic development plan, and this was constructed with Gumworks, with our counterpart contribution. We also part of the stakeholders that supported the construction of police station. Because if you look at CRR North, is very, very, if you look at the security of CRR, is very vulnerable. Even not long ago, armed robbers attacked some of their businessmen and took a lot of money out of it. So council deemed it also fitting to support the construction of a police station. COVID-19, we received about 350,000 from GGCI, TAF Holding, and Bank Association. And this one also was a project that was given to council, and it was executed as it was required by the funding agencies. So that's it. This is also our activity for 2020. Thank you very much. So the 2 others are repetition of what we have just said. Kirmak, Kirsamboy, and Kirmak. Thank you. They are under 2020. No, they are under 2020. It's reported twice. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. For Kuntaur Area Council, it's the same as Mansa Konko Area Council. We have reviewed them. The report is at the draft stage for both Kuntaur and Mansa Konko Area Council. 2020-2021. Yeah, this is the same situation.